Welcome to the Lion Life channel. Today, I will be providing a guide for my lions who only have a high school education or is about to get their high school education. I'm going to give you some pointers on how you can increase your net worth over the long term. It is very important that at a minimum you get your high school diploma or your GED. In the world we live today, the more education you have, the more your net worth can increase over your working years. It is not guaranteed, but it puts you in a better situation to build your wealth. Now, if you are in high school right this moment, or you know someone who is in high school, encourage them to do what is called shop classes, SHOP, shop classes, as much of them as they can. What are shop classes? These are classes that some school offers, and they include welding, auto mechanic, carpentry, HVAC, which is basically heating and ventilation and air conditioning, plumbing, electrician, and drafting. Those are examples of classes you can do, shop classes that can make you a lot of money outside of school. Now, these jobs involve using your hands, working with various tools of the trade. Okay, very important. These are jobs that you need to get your hands dirty, and don't be scared of getting your hands dirty. Now, learning these trades will get you paid more than if you had just your high school education and no trade. Very important. Okay? Now, if you are already out of high school and looking to build yourself up, you can sometimes find these classes being offered in community colleges or trade schools in your area. Now, I would advise you to stay away from online classes that are 100% online. Stay away from those and find out if you can get certified in your area. If you're going to do a plumbing trade, each state has their own plumbing certification requirement, and basically all that means you have to get a license to practice plumbing or electrician or be an HVAC installer. You need to get a license, so you need to find that out and find out what the rules are in your state. Basically, like I said, your state will have its own licensing process, and I'm emphasizing that you need to find that out before you start working, because you can get sued if you start doing jobs without having a license. So it's very important you find that out in my lines. Very important. I emphasize that over and over. Now, taking these classes will help you to build your teamwork skills. You can learn to be more adaptable. You can learn problem solving, conflict resolution, communication skills will improve because you get to work with people and communicate with people while doing these jobs, while learning these jobs. Your leadership skills will shine even more, and many other soft skills will be enhanced while doing these classes and when you go outside in the working world with these trades. Now, there is a huge labor shortage for folks with these skill trade and experiences. And like I said before, these jobs pay good money. Remember, the house you're living in right now or your apartment you're living in right now, how do you think it came into being? Folks with skilled trade experience, electricians, plumbers, carpenters, all these folks, drafters, these folks were involved in some degree in getting that house or apartment you're living in built. And as you know, rent ain't cheap. All right. Now, if you are already out of school, high school, working that dead-end job, make sure you stash away enough money to start doing these classes with the ultimate outcome of building yourself. Now, apart from skilled trade jobs, there is also a need for people who can code. This is the ability to use a computer programming language to write what they call code that will control devices for usage or for other purposes. Now, all the electronic devices you currently have in your pocket, in your home, has some type of coding built into it for it to work properly. Programming languages such as Python, JavaScript, C++, HTML, and many others. There's so many languages out there you didn't believe, but you need to go and investigate and find out which one is the best for you, which one you can get the best pay at, so you can start building yourself. Now you can find these classes, and you have lots of free classes online. You can go to the library as well and find classes or find books and read for yourself. So you can find these classes online, and when you find them, make sure if you're going to be paying for these classes, make sure you have the option to get certified. Don't waste your time doing a course, and at the end of the day, you can't get certified in doing a course. Okay, my lions? Remember that. Now, let's take a look at some relatively cheap training option. Now let's take a look at Google. Let's see what kind of job offers they offer. So let's go to google.com. We're going to do a search for, let's say here, a search for Google Jobs. What was that? Let's do a search for Google Jobs so we can go to Google's website and see what they offer in terms of cheap or free classes. So you click on the first link here. You see Google Career Certificates. Click on that link, and that's going to take you to what's called, I believe it's called Grow with Google. Grow with Google, that's their website where you can do some of their classes for relatively cheap, and they promise they'll get you a job at the end of the day. So as you scroll down here, you can read all the information about the possible job types that are available, and we can scroll down some more. You see they offer these 4 options here: IT support, digital marketing, data analytics, project management, and what's called UX design. You can click on these and get more information. Scrolling further down, you see Google also work with a bunch of universities to offer other type of certificates, and these probably cost a bit more, I'm presuming, but you can also click on these if you want to learn more. But we're mainly interested in these 5 courses, classes above here: UX design, project management, data analytics. All right? Okay, my lions. Let's look at another site that offers free training as well, free classes. This one is called Coursera. Now let's do a Google search for Coursera, and so we can go check it out to see what they offer. So let's go there and see what we can see. Now click on the link here. The second link is here: Coursera degrees, certificates, and free online courses. Click on that one, and that takes us to this website here. Say they offer 7,000 courses. They say some are free and some aren't. As you can see, they work in collaboration with a bunch of universities as well. They say 275 plus universities and companies: Google, IBM, Duke, Illinois University, Penn State. They work with a lot of folks. And as you scroll down, you can scroll down and read and see the different things you can do at Coursera. They offer a lot of free programming languages. So if you want to do a particular programming language, just do a search, type in, go to the search bar, and do a search for the programming language, and you see a bunch of classes pop up, and you can register and start doing your programming language for free or pay if you want. Okay, and if you're going to pay, make sure you get a certificate at the end of the day. Don't just pay for a class and you get nothing. Do a whole course where you can get your certificate. Okay, all right. Now if you don't want to do any of the options we've discussed so far, we have one more option for you, and that is you can get your commercial driver's license, aka CDL, and you can become a truck driver. Now, these guys or gals can make over $100K per year. You heard right, $100,000 per year you can make as a truck driver. Okay, and that's, like I said, that's just from driving trucks. Now, if you get your own truck, you can make even more, way more money. Now, you can typically get your CDL license in, say, 2.5 months or less in most areas. And you can get your license by paying for the course yourself. The cost generally runs somewhere around $3,000 to $4,000 depending on where you live. So, because there is a demand for drivers, because drivers are needed in a lot of these states, there's a huge demand for drivers all over the place. So because of that, many companies will pay for you to get your license. On the what's condition? Because nothing is free, right? So they'll pay for you to get your license as long as you agree to go work for them for a set period of time. So you do the training for free. Go work for them for whatever time frame you both agree to do. And while you're working for them, you're earning money in your pocket as well. And afterwards, you can go do your own thing as much as you want, as long as you want, with no restriction except the restriction you place on yourself. Now, you can do a Google search in your area for truck driving classes or CDL license to find training locations, as well as to find locations that are offering free training as well. Now, when getting your CDL, make sure you get all the endorsement you can. What are endorsements? Now, these are the extras you can get with your CDL. An example is a hazmat endorsement, which will enable you to drive a truck transporting hazardous material. You should get all the endorsement you can while you're going to class. Now, you see these endorsements on the screen right here? Get them all. Why should you get them all? Because when you have them all and you go looking for work, you will be viewed as someone who means business. You can drive anything they offer you on whatever they have available at the time. So you will always be in demand. Let's say you have another guy who shows up at the job. He has no endorsement. He's going to be at a huge disadvantage compared to you with all your endorsements. And you will always get the call, hey, come on in first. Hey, Lion, we got a job here. Come on in. Because we know you got all these endorsements. You have this one here. So come on in. We got a job going to California today. Come on in. So, Lions, get all your endorsements. Very important. Now, when you have all these endorsements, you'll also make a lot more money than the other guy who doesn't have an endorsement. One more thing on CDL. Get these endorsements while you're doing the CDL training. Do not get them afterwards. Why? Because it's easy to just complete them all while going to school. You're already at school, right? So just do the classes, get the endorsements right then. You finish. So if you don't do it that way, you're gonna finish a CDL class, leave, go drive for a while, and tell yourself, I'm gonna go back and get my endorsements. That tend to not happen a lot because you're busy on the road. You got your driving to do. You're gonna make your money. You got your family. People tend not to go back to school afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So get your endorsements while you are taking them classes. Knock it off. Now, Lions, working at a minimum wage job that's leading you nowhere financially is a waste of your time. Use that job to gather the money you need to go take the classes to get a trade, learn to code, or get your CDL license. Remember, you are trying to build yourself. Don't be scared to start something new. If the trading job doesn't work out for you, go do something else. While you are young, that is a time to take chances, fail, try again, fail, and try again. Okay? That's when you should take chances and never stop giving up, never stop the fight. My Lions, go online and do a search for jobs you are interested in to get a feel for what it involves, how much it costs, how to get certified, or where the classes can be taken. Just do a search. You know what I'm saying? Go learn about the job you're interested in. Go to the library and read about what these jobs entail. Don't just sit at home watching TV all day, maybe playing video games or stocking the shelf at the local store. Now, I myself used to stock shelf back in the day, so I know exactly what it's like. You don't want to stay at that level forever. It should be a stepping stone to gather your funds to move up the chain. If you need any help, the Lion Life is only an email away. See me, brethren? No, be gone again. See you. Hold tight.